on! We should have had a goal just now. We were right there too. I forgot my shirt. Intro while I get my shirt.
Okay. And buonasera a tutti. Good evening, everyone. What's the scoop? Episode 119 live tonight. That was perhaps the most interesting intro we've had. So obviously starting a couple of hours later tonight because we are running it simultaneously with the United States game for the World Cup going up against Turkey tonight. And the game just kicked off, literally and figuratively. And so we'll be checking in with y'all regularly regarding the score and the happenings from that game. A lot happened in sports this week, as it usually does. We're going to get to it all. We're going to, obviously the World Cup. We're going to get a little bit into some of the NBA frenzy that transpired over the past week. Not only have we recently seen Giannis on the move there, but now we've got LaMelo Ball moving today, as we discussed yesterday, was becoming increasingly likely. Myriad trades going on through the draft. Not going to have the chance to talk about every single one of them for obvious reasons, but plenty to discuss there. Some headlines out of the NFL regarding people such as Terrion Arnold. Unfortunately, going to have to cover that one as well. And Major League Baseball has some recent leaks today, and we just got pretty sure that was just a confirmed goal by the USA. We'll wait for Rob to get back. As soon as Rob disappears, all of a sudden we've got a goal. So, but all of this and more to get into tonight, and looking forward to sharing it with y'all. We will have both Rob and Brandon with us tonight. Rob, for those who are just tuning in, Rob had to go, and there we go. He's back.
The shirt is in the wash, but we scored anyway. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure we just scored, but I didn't know if you were able to confirm that or not.
Yes, we did. I was looking for my USA shirt, and I figured we were gonna score off that corner. So let me see how crazy this goal was. Well, the shirt's in the wash, but who cares? This game doesn't matter anyway. I'll wear it next week.
Oh, okay.
This game doesn't matter.
We're live streaming for a game that doesn't matter. That's all.
This game doesn't matter. Oh, that was a beautiful corner. That was gorgeous. I love it. Well, yeah, this game, that's part of why I was like, let's hang out, because this game is boring and I don't care.
It was just funny the way that
we made it out of the group. We won the group anyway. So I'm not like stressed or anything today. I'm just enjoying it for what it is, basically.
Yeah.
Brandon, but I'll take 9 points though. I'll take 9 points if we can keep this up. First win against a European side since 2021. If we can win this today, so that'd be nice.
That'd be nice. Also, for those who are just tuning in, Brandon will be here. I was just reliably informed that his computer is updating, thus explaining his brief delay, but he will be here shortly.
Lenovo with the updates.
Why is it always Brandon who's got computer update issues?
I get updates too. It's just I know we all
delay. I mean, I know we all get updates, but I'm just saying, like, it feels like
give me 2. Come on, we're going though.
So, we talked a little bit yesterday about the precursor for the or sort of the mid cursor, I guess you'll say. Oh, before I get into that, there he is.
What was I looking at for a second on Rob's screen?
I have no freaking idea, brother.
Oh, your beard.
What the hell? Anyway, Brandon, how you doing, man? I did the intro, but it's been a little bit disjointed because of the
I see
break-ins from the World Cup games. So
because of these games. That was a nasty goal on that corner, though. That was a clean goal. It was just perfectly placed.
I'm not even watching that. I'm watching the more important game. I'm watching Paraguay, Australia.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. No, I have both on at the moment, so I am watching both. But yeah, the USA scored on a nice corner here. I was gonna grab my shirt because I forgot it and it's in the wash. But you know what? Who cares? We won the group anyway. I'll wear it next week.
I shouldn't say that I don't care what happens on Saturday because obviously you want to win the group if you're Portugal, but at the same time we're going through anyway, so I don't.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think every like Germany lost today against Ecuador. They won the group anyway. Does it really matter? Um, and Pochettino took out everybody who's on yellow card accumulation.
Yeah,
If you so it's like if you get another yellow in the group stage, you
yeah,
don't play in the round of 32 games. So he just took all of them out and said there's no point. Um,
and
I like how
you'll
someone on
still.
YouTube asked, "What is this?" We're watching the games. That's what this is. We're watching both the World Cup games. Hang out with us, watch the games. We appreciate you having us here
Yeah.
on your screen.
Well,
But yeah, what is this? It's three random dudes watching World Cup games. That's
I'm
what
gonna
this
text.
is.
I'm gonna text my mom, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, if I'm still up, I'll tune in." I'm like, "All right, so let me text
oh,
her."
nice. Cool. Brandon, when she's on, do I address her as Miss Furtado? Like, what's the proper address for her?
I mean, I'll just catch her when she's in. But
Oh,
no, because my mom, her last name, she doesn't use the maiden name anymore. She got divorced. Well, it's a whole thing. She got divorced from my sister's dad, but kept the last name because it cost money to switch it back. So
Oh,
so she just kept my sister's dad's last name, but um,
um,
which is
okay.
always interesting.
Yeah, it is.
But let me. My God, that's a hell of a corner. Like I've never seen four guys converge on one Australian in my
I
life. No, I'm not talking about your corner. I'm talking about the Australia game.
ah.
I like
Uh,
how Brandon said your corner as if he hasn't lived in this country for 25 years.
Well, he's not rooting for
I know
the
it's
US.
just
Oh
funny.
my
I know.
God! Here's Brad Pitt at the USA game. Not a surprise. It's in LA.
I'm so disjointed. Hold on, okay, hold on. We're on. If you're still up,
Well,
all
that's
right.
why I was late doing all the
Uh,
pre-show stuff because I took a long ass nap before the show started. What?
Brandon,
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Brandon. It's top of the ninth. 2 outs. We have bases juiced with a go ahead run at the plate.
Who's up?
Um, the guy you'd probably want most.
Who
There's like
other
I
than
can think of
Aaron
three of them.
Judge?
22.
Yeah, who's done nothing lately? Yeah, that would be nice. I love Ben Rice. I mean, the thing is, slumps happen. It's just I hope this would be a great way to break out of a slump if he smashes one here.
Oh man, he's 0 for 5 today. If you believe in do.
Yeah.
Brandon, by the way, since we're just chilling watching the game, if you want to fix the Facebook, go for it.
Damn it, he grounded out to the pitcher.
Yeah, that's about right. That's Ben Rice lately.
Four ground outs in a row tonight.
And what's crazy is they had pitches to hit tonight. They just after they got up 2-0, it was like watching the Yankees go up 2-0 tonight was like watching Portugal getting the first goal against Congo. After that, they stopped trying.
Oh, I was like, I did not watch that game. That reference goes so far over my head it hit the back wall.
Yeah, that basically.
What the heck? What a goal by Turkey! Jesus.
I still don't know why the Facebook is off because once again I reconnected before I came on and it says I'm connected. So I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on. If you want to send me the info, I can do it on my end. See if it works better.
You could try. Do I even remember my? Because
also, why is half of Boston's team ex-Yankees?
Because that's what happens in your division. Everyone just takes your Yankees.
No, I know. Like, it was kind of a rhetorical question. I'm just saying, like, this has got to be the most ex-Yankees I've seen on one roster since the Mets 3 years ago.
Also, I'm gonna reiterate it because we've been saying it for like the last 2 weeks. Rosario should not be starting. I don't care if McMahon is sick. But if McMahon is out, you put Caballero at third base. You put Jones in center. You put Belly in left, and you put Dominguez in right. I don't care that there's lefty on the mound. You
I
need
don't
better.
care. I don't care about lefty on lefty either.
Yeah, I don't care that Jones is a young lefty and he's got to face early. I don't care.
Me
I
neither. Break
I will
break him
sacrifice the
in.
bat for
Break
better
him in
defense.
early. Break him in early. Break him in hard.
And the thing is, I'll sacrifice the bat for defense because if you have Caballero playing third tonight, you win that game.
Thank you, especially at center field.
I don't understand why the Yankees feel compelled. Like, this is why I don't like, how much how Aaron Boone feeds into matchup. I don't care about the matchup. It
Well,
does not matter.
it's not only that to me, and this is an organizational flaw. This isn't just a Boone thing. It's partly a Boone thing, but it's not just a Boone thing.
Yeah.
No. What I was going to say next is a different topic. Is I hate the fact that we just say load up on good players and we'll just put them somewhere. Like guys have natural positions for a reason. Why the hell are we playing a natural third baseman in left, a natural corner outfielder in center, a natural center fielder in the corner? Like it's like somebody pulled up a fantasy baseball roster and just hit shuffle on it if that existed. Like,
Well, because it's about analytics. This is how baseball is these days.
No, trust me. As someone who's studied analytics for years, this is not analytical. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you know that you're heavily injured to begin with. If you're the Yankees, you've got a lot of important bats that are out: McMahon, Grisham, Judge, Stanton.
Well,
I get
defense
that.
tonight injured my eyes.
Yeah, but still, it's like I will sacrifice one bat in the lineup for correct defensive positioning.
Thank you.
Like that's just it's not hard. It's not rocket science. I don't know why the Yankees continue to say, "Hey, we have no options at third because Rosario has to play because we like the righty lefty stuff." I'm like, no, because Rosario can't even stop a beach ball to save his life.
Well, that's what the Yankees always do though. Is they want the left right stuff all the
Yeah, I
time.
know.
This is what Boone always talks about.
And a lot of teams in baseball still do that. I just think there's so much evidence in this day and age that yes, it matters to a degree, but you got to, and this is the thing, prioritization. Yes, these different things matter, but you got to prioritize what matters most. And in this situation, left versus right just does not matter most.
Yeah. I don't know, but listen, I saw people before the game saying, "Oh, anything less than a 4-game sweep of the Red Sox is unacceptable." I'm like, no, the Yankees are not going to sweep the Red Sox in 4 games.
You're not going to sweep it. No, I need to see them win. I need to see them win at least 2 of the next 3, and the only excuse to losing one game is if it comes down to the 1 run.
Yeah, but tomorrow, the rest of this series should be unless somebody magically gets healthy. The rest of that series should be Belly, Jones, Dominguez, Cabby, Volpe, Jazz, Rice, Wells catching, and whoever's pitching.
The only thing I disagreed with you on is Jazrado Chisholm, but that's only because he shouldn't be in pinstripes. But that's beside the point.
You want to trade him? Trade him for a bag of beans if you want to get rid of him.
But the only thing is he has to play there because we have no other second baseman on the roster.
Let's play some defense. It's fine. I don't care, but what is going on?
I'm curious what has to happen for them because you know that Volpe's been working out at second. I'm curious what has to happen for them to feel comfortable with giving him a shot at second in real games because I would rather see him breaking in at second right now than Jazz Chisholm there. And I know you and I went back and forth about this last night, but it's just there's only so much boom or bust I can handle in one team, and his bust is just so much worse than his boom is great, in my opinion.
Oh my God. So Brandon, when we talked about the U.S. men's national team in kind of our preview to the World Cup, I don't think we were, and again, I'm mostly talking about this because we don't really care about the final result here.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of focus on possession, a lot of speed in midfield, get the ball up the pitch. This is something we talk about it kind of more last couple of weeks, but it's just playing so much faster than they've ever played, I think. And it's so nice to watch, especially when you don't, it's good in a game like this where it's like, yeah, I don't care about the final result, but you got to show me something, something of substance before you go up against Bosnia next week, if it is Bosnia.
I forget what game I was watching earlier today, because obviously at this point we've come to the point in the World Cup where there's so many games on TV every day. But
Yeah.
I forget what game I was watching earlier, but one of the commentators said exactly what we've been saying pretty much this whole tournament. Like the big teams just feel basically, I'll paraphrase, but he said that basically the big teams feel like they can just coast right through, and they're just
which a lot of them have so far, other than Belgium, essentially.
And so he was saying a lot of the same concerns. Like these teams are kind of slow with their passes. They're slow to read plays, up the pitch. They're not, when they get a chance to counterattack, they're not breaking out as fast as they should. But when you what's up, Nikki?
What up?
But the thing is too, it's like when you are a big club, I think you're gonna learn a lot about each of these big clubs as we get to the knockout stage, based on who more or less is going to push the pace of play.
Yeah.
I almost like having possession is nice, but I need a team that is just, because when you focus too much on possession, you all of a sudden you sacrifice that for obviously pace of play and for for design, kind of plays and set pieces and things like that. So, I having, like in football, ball security, it's like that's a nice thing to have. But if it's gonna bite you in the ass if it's gonna bite you in the ass if you don't, kind of push it a little bit. It's hurt a lot of big teams in the tournament so far. So I feel like the winner of this World Cup is just, it's gonna be who not just plays smart, because that is part of it with the ball possession, but also who is going to play. You don't have to play at breakneck speed, because you will get caught going the other way if you do that.
Yeah, I feel like the U.S. is specifically playing at breakneck speed just to test these guys' fitness a little bit today.
Yeah,
because they're not too worried.
They can get away with that. You won the group already. Like literally, nothing you do today matters going forward.
Yeah.
So,
and that's not how I'm treating this either. It's 1-1. The game's been really fast paced. I'm not worried about what the final result is today, like at all.
Mr. Hathaway, thanks for tuning in, and I agree, U.S. should win tonight.
They should, but I did say 2-1, so that's good. But
I
that's
didn't even make a prediction for this one.
That's what I'm kind of feeling with Australia and Paraguay right now. And also, Nikki, message me your good news. I'm curious, what is it? But this message me on Instagram what the good news is. But I think you're seeing that with Paraguay and Australia right now, though, because it's a lot of midfield play. There's not a lot of pushing the pace.
Well, both these teams have a lot to play for, and they can't afford to make mistakes, because obviously whoever wins tonight moves through. So,
right.
So this is that's why I'm watching this game, because this game actually means something.
Yeah.
Right. And through 20 minutes, the game is pretty.
It's pretty dead even from what I'm watching.
I would say yes. I would say it's fairly even. It's not, maybe Australia has a slight advantage, but it's fairly even right now.
Australia has more possession, but a lot of it's in the midfield through 20 minutes here.
Oh yeah. If the U.S. win tonight, who will they play? Yeah, who do they play next?
Regardless of the result, it appears it will be Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh, that's a win.
On July 1st. I think it's in San Francisco.
So that's 6 days, because there's no 31st this month.
Yeah, that's a win.
Well, I'm curious what Canada does on short rest on Saturday against South Africa. They should be fine, but on short rest in the U.S. for the first time this tournament in L.A.,
Canada hasn't been sharp in any of their games so far. So,
no, I mean, other than the Qatar game, but they dominated that game from word go. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think South Africa is going to give them a little more of a challenge than Qatar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think they'll be fine. I think it for them it just sucks to not play in Canada a good amount of the way. When Mexico is now, Mexico's going to stay in Mexico for the next 2 rounds if they can make it that far. I still can't believe how bad South Korea was, particularly in the final third throughout this tournament. It just wasn't clinical enough.
I just didn't expect much out of South Korea to begin with. Like I know that they were kind of one of those dark horse teams that could make a run, but I'm like, I didn't expect much out of them.
But
to be
did you
honest.
see them struggling that much where they would lose to South Africa and potentially not get through here? I don't think any of us saw that.
Nah, yeah, that huge chance for Australia, and it's blocked. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it goes back to that whole thing of like, the better clubs in each of these games has not really played like the better club. Like what? There's maybe been a handful, not even of games where the bigger club has played like I keep saying club country. Bigger country has played like the bigger country, like Argentina. Taking care of business against their opponents. And kind of taking care of business, but also not needing to really go all out to do so.
Yeah.
Germany in their first game, scoring 7 goals. Took care of business against a crappy opponent. Portugal against Uzbekistan. Taking care of business there to basically ensure they get through the group. That's what they needed to do. So, but that's really the only few games, I guess, where we can say that the bigger countries took care of their lesser opponents. Like,
yeah,
overall.
Yep.
And we got the first hydration break in Australia, Paraguay.
Oh, yep. Good idea.
Oh God. Yeah, no, but because
as I try to drink out of a bottle with a cap still on it.
These games are happening simultaneously, so they're both in hydration breaks at the moment.
I'm just like
and while that's happening, I'm gonna get my charger. I'll be right back because
I've seen a lot of people like going to the World Cup games, like both in Philly and here,
spending a gazillion dollars for no reason. Yeah,
I don't understand how people are getting these tickets.
I don't understand. I'm fine that they're getting them. I just think no matter what you're paying, it's insanely overpriced, and there's like no reason.
I just don't know how they're going because I'm like, even if you're paying like an exorbitant amount of money, where are you getting the money from to pay? Like, I guess unless somebody that can get you in there.
I bet you a lot of people are doing the payment plans for it. It's so much money.
What's that mean? Like, how does that work? I don't know what that is.
Like a paying for thing, or like however what
is it, Clara or whatever it's called now that everyone uses?
Klarna. You can pay in Klarna. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are using Klarna. That's my hot take.
Let me see. Let me just look up what the cheapest ticket was. Let me see.
All right, I'll look up what this is then because I don't understand.
Let's see what games. Because obviously we're talking about we're at the end of the group stage games, but the group stage games, whatever's left, I'm trying to load it. Yeah, like look at this. Like if you want to go to the cheapest game left here is like for the group stage games is Uzbekistan and Congo in Atlanta, and the cheapest ticket there just to get in, this is before taxes, is $460.
What the flip?
So that's crazy.
$460 is cheap for this World Cup.
For this, yeah, but I don't know anybody making that kind of money that can afford to go to that game. Like that's $500 a ticket, pretty much after fees.
I'm still reeling from our conversation about the NBA playoff tickets.
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised, but I just think we've gotten to a point with football in general and away days. Was talking about this where it's like FIFA can charge whatever they want for any World Cup game, and people are going to pay it. And so UEFA is going to look at that and go, "Well, it's the Champions League. We could charge whatever we want. It's this we can it's just gonna reverberate around the sport that it's because as we've talked about, like football is supposed to be for the middle class, and it's definitely not going to be anymore.
Sports in general is drifting away from the middle class.
Yeah, but football in particular was always middle class, and so
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
I think that there's only there's only like
these
two
clubs,
sports.
the majority of these clubs internationally are owned by the cities, or were started by these local whatever people working these kind of dead end jobs, if you want to put it that way, especially in England. And then the American owners took it over and then kind of oversaturated and whatever. But you're just seeing that across the board.
There's only two sports I know of right now where you can still go to postseason games and for relatively cheap enough, and that's baseball and hockey.
Yeah.
That's it.
It depends how much you go to the postseason, because those Mariners tickets last year were exuberant. They were awesome.
Yeah,
Because they never get there.
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah. It's like for a first time, for a first time in a long time kind of thing. It's like that's why. But like for Yankees tickets, like bleacher seats in the playoffs. Like when I said, when I went to Game 1.
It is set. It is USA Bosnia, which I figured.
Okay.
It is official.
Yeah. So like when I looked at those tickets, well, I didn't look at them. We were able to go, but I mean, just for 2 tickets to go to that, I think it was like $150 a piece, something like that.
Not bad.
And because usually bleacher seats in the regular season are like $80-$90, or if you go to like a real crappy game, like 50, something like that. But so to pay 150, 150, 200 for a playoff game is not bad at all. But but to go see Congo against Uzbekistan, which is the cheapest game left of the World Cup, and for 1 ticket it's $460 before fees, so really $500 for 1 ticket is ridiculous for a game that doesn't matter. So
yeah, well, it matters a little.
Jody says, "Boys, how about my Astros?" Jody, all respect. Glad you guys are getting healthy. It's always good.
Let's go 2-1, baby. I like it. Easy. Is it offside? Offside flag. Damn it. Damn it. Where's the offside? Where is it? Yep, he's off. He's clearly off. Oh my god. Anyway, continue, Scoop. Damn it.
So, Jody, also with all respect, you guys play in one of the worst divisions I've seen in recent memory. So we'll see how that unfolds.
And your pitching rotation is one of the worst in baseball. So take that what you will.
The American League, besides us and the Rays, and we've said this for the last 2 weeks, but the American League besides us and the Rays sucks. It just sucks.
It does. And that's why I said this to you, Brandon, earlier. I think it was earlier today. It may have been yesterday, but this is definitely the year, based on, like, people say, oh, New York had a wide open lane to the AL or one thing or another. This year is shaping up to look like the year most of all, where I would say, if New York can at least win the ALCS, then nuke the operation.
Yeah.
I still want Yankees M's because we have a bet on it. So
I mean that could happen given the fact that you guys are right there in the thick of things. It could happen.
Bro, I didn't even get defense?
I didn't even get a chance to answer the question yesterday, but when Brandon said that he did his 33-33-33 thing, for me it was New York, Tampa, and then Seattle was the third team I would have mentioned.
Yo, so it's like, okay, so Pochettino's entire plan this whole game is just to push the pace as much as possible and care about no defense whatsoever. That's fine, but you can't do that against Bosnia.
No, you might be able to, because they're really bad.
Sure?
They're really bad. Like Bosnia is like that's a thanks for coming kind of game. Like, at least it should be. So,
damn. Well, guess what, boys? We're not beating a European opposition today.
That's fine. I mean, you gotta remember, Turkey's playing for pride. You guys are playing for nothing. So,
True.
and so I went.
Now
so
I
my
want a
team,
turkey. Now I want a turkey sandwich.
fair. I should have got cold cuts. I
Food,
should have
baby.
Even though in this evening so far I've had leftovers from a chicken parmesan and pork tenderloin.
Yum.
That's an interesting combo.
Well, the pork tenderloin was from today, but I had leftovers from chicken parm, so I wanted to finish that. I didn't want to.
What's your go-to Uber Eats order, Scoop? What do you like order the most?
Depends. Are we talking about like what meal?
Like dinner. What do you order most?
Dinner?
Yeah.
Well, order most would be something pretty inexpensive. So that would be like that'd probably be Sonic. Like if you're talking like something like that that's cheap that I can afford on like a remotely regular basis. Because I can get at Sonic, I can get a grilled cheese sandwich, mozzarella sticks, chicken,
And a water.
And a water.
Wait, I'm confused now. Where did that come from?
What do you mean? Where did that come from? What
Oh,
do you
because
do
of my
most on
44
this
ounce
damn
water.
show?
Because of my 44-ounce water last week. Well, it's because I also love that you can put in extra ice. You can just like get more water per water.
Well, see, you know what's funny? They always say
Get
don't
more
get your
water
drinks
per water.
I
Kind of
I kind of understand that.
Ice is water. I get that, but it's
Yeah.
not,
I would love. See, this is why
I gotta quote that.
See now, if you were to ask a mathematician, they would
Will, really quick. They didn't get robbed. That was offside. I saw the replay. That was off. That was off. 100%. It's not even a question. He was off. I saw the replay.
The funniest thing I think, because it's like I think the only time I've ever gotten a water from a fast food place is like if it's a seltzer water, but that's about it.
I had a headache. I had a headache that night. That's why.
I get water from fast food places on top of like a Coca-Cola or a Dr. Pepper or a Mountain Dew. I'll get that
I think I'd already had a Dr. Pepper that day.
The doctor.
Because sometimes downstairs, because I spend a lot of my time downstairs with a couple of friends who work in the front office of the building, and every so often, one of them will hand me they'll give me like a Dr. Pepper or a Pep Zero or something like that.
Yep.
Pepsi Zero slaps.
Oh man,
it definitely does.
Speaking of slaps, this is
Dark Roast. Speaking of slaps,
this is Dark Roast from Mr. Wiltsey's company. It is so good. There's barely any creamer, no sugar, anything that I've added to this, and that is super rare when it comes to coffee for me.
Once again, who is revving the damn engine outside my house?
Is it Danny Hamlin? Like,
if it was, that'd be awesome. But no, I have no idea what the hell's going on. This is the second night in a row, obviously. So I don't know. I mean, this didn't sound like the same person. Last night was a car. That sounded like a motorcycle. But
yeah, I think that's my favorite thing about Lion Coffee is like you can get a dark roast, and you don't need any additives. It just has that good of a taste.
I also I didn't know until recently because even though I've been a coffee drinker for about 6 years, that's a little bit short, 7 or 8 years. I still am learning things recently about different types and like the real fine details of certain things. Yeah. I didn't realize that the dark roasts are less acidic than the light roasts. I've always thought it was the other way around. So the dark roasts I'm realizing now are better for me because they're less acidic. So I'm enjoying being able to drink more of it.
Yeah. I'm proud of you for drinking coffee at 9:30 Central Time. That's insane.
I mean, there's not a ton in there.
Oh, that's fair.
See, my grandmother drinks coffee to go to sleep. She doesn't
Yeah,
drink
we'll
it.
see.
Until late.
We'll see.
That
That's
that
the
that
thing.
that can work for me too. It really just honestly for me at this point, it just depends on the weather because of how hot it is. I just can't sleep that well. This is like our first day with 60 degrees and cloudy. So that's why I took a nap when I got back home today from everything I was doing. So I just took a nap because I was like, oh, I can finally sleep okay. Is that Australia's first like real chance in this game?
Yeah, I mean they've had a couple corners, but nothing of real value.
Yeah.
Rob, give me a second. I know you're gonna hate this, but I've got to turn my fan on.
Oh no, it's fine. You can turn it on. I don't care. We're just doing a watch along today, so I'm not tripping
It's
too
like
bad.
it's like
What?
106 degrees, I think.
Why do people live in your area with that much heat?
I mean, conversely, you could say that about where I'm from with 27 inches of snow.
Fair
Yeah, that's
play.
true too.
Fair play. Why do we live in the places that we do?
Why does weather exist?
Oh, what a tackle! Jesus. Oh,
I
what a
really hate our home kit, but our away kit is beautiful. Our away kit is one of the best kits in the tournament. I love
that
that kit.
that tackle in this Australia Paraguay game was clean because it was all ball first, but the freaking Paraguay player ragdolled like GTA
Mhm.
physics,
Mhm.
ragdolled on like a whole freaking like cartwheel. Holy hell!
Bro, how does this not?
Oh, there's a dude on the Australian team that's 18 years old. I didn't
Not
realize that.
surprised, yeah. I think he is one of the youngest guys in this tourney.
I don't know why I just assume that like every professional soccer player when they get to like a World Cup, like outside of the obvious, like like Lamine Yamal, like I would just assume that a lot of them are like 21 plus, and they're
Yeah,
not.
no, I mean because really you can get speed up in because the academy system, especially in Europe, you start when you're 12.
Yeah,
Earliest you're like 11, 12. So like if you develop fast enough in the academy system, you can get in at 16 to the
yeah.
senior side if you develop quick enough. Which Lamine felt like he bursted through that development and like as quick as possible, which I think people knew when he was coming up in Spain anyway. That he was probably going to make the senior team at 17 for a big tournament. That was probably his plan anyway.
Like I said, it might just be biased. It might just be me not watching a lot of soccer, but I've never seen a team shut him down the way Portugal did last year at the UEFA Nations final.
I know. I from at least other than club level, I think internationally, yeah, I would agree with that.
Like the whole game plan was just stopping him, and then Spain had no answer.
Yeah, we'll see if teams do that again down the road here.
Yeah, because Spain just hasn't obviously just like a lot of big clubs, like we're saying, but Spain hasn't looked crisp either. They haven't looked.
I don't think
They
any.
haven't
I
looked
don't. I
great.
really don't think anyone other than Argentina's look crisp enough. But that's
I think
fine.
I think Germany has done a good job because today didn't matter. So I think Germany has done a good job.
Yeah, but
Um,
still, it wasn't a great loss.
yeah,
Um,
the U.S. Yeah, your first game you came out swinging, but last game you won 2-0
Patrick.
and you looked a little bit weak.
I know it's what they.
So yeah, I don't buy into the whole U.S. propaganda of like
Well,
Aaron, thank you so much.
the propaganda is, oh yeah, we're so good, we're gonna win the World Cup. No one genuinely thinks that unless you're Alexi Lawless.
Mr. Heron,
yeah.
thank you so much. Good to see you on. Hope you've been doing well. And Mr. Wiltsey, I got your dark roast right in this bad boy.
Right in there. I actually we made another batch of cold brew with the coffee, but I haven't got a chance to have it.
I've got to do that. I've got to do that at some point. My cold brew is like my before. Like if you were just gonna ask me what type of coffee it was a go-to for me, like what version of coffee, it would be cold brew for sure.
Cold brew took me some time to get used to because it's really strong. Like it is obscenely strong, and then once I got used to it, I was like, "Oh, it's fine." But it is strong. Like I had cold brew. I had cold brew at a local coffee shop here the other day, or no, last week, and I was like, "Wow, I forgot how strong this is."
I mean, I find cold brew more gentle to me than is regular coffee.
That's fascinating. I'm the opposite. Come on, boys, let's go. Wow,
Maybe miss.
nothing's happening in Australia, Paraguay.
No,
Nothing's
literally.
happening.
Like both these teams have no idea what to do with the ball when they get it. They have no
Yeah.
clue. I mean, Australia kind of has a clue. They're kind of pushing the pace, but Paraguay.
But they're
when they
stuck
get
in the
ball,
midfield a lot. You know, even if they get to the final third, there's nothing happening in the final third.
No. Oh my god! Like all the headers are mistimed. I mean, this is what you expect when you have two kind of crappier clubs or clubs style countries. Like, but like it's just like wow. Like you can see just the style of play. Like if this was two European teams, this wouldn't be happening.
No. Yeah, Patrick, what's your cold brew approach?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely. I'm
curious.
very curious. Jinx.
So Australia and Paraguay would both go through if they drew, right?
I'm not sure actually.
Oh no, Paraguay has to win. Australia can win or draw to get through.
Yes, that is correct. But I think Australia is doing a better job pushing the pace. They clearly want this win. They're not goofing around.
Because it's like when you have one team that has to go for the win and one team that can win or draw. It's like if you're that team that has that advantage of a draw gets you through, then but you still should try to play. You still should try to win the game. So it's like,
That's like sorry.
Because you don't. It's like the whole thing, like in sports. Stop playing to lose. Basically,
Yep. I mean,
So
it's that, but also if you keep possession, which Australia is doing, you're keeping control, so you don't have to worry about anything other than a draw. If you can just keep control throughout 90 minutes.
it's almost like controlled chaos. Like they're pushing
Yeah.
the pace of play a little bit, but they're also smart about how they're doing it.
Yeah, I would agree with that based on what I'm seeing so far.
Like they're still trying to push the ball over midfield. They're still trying to attack a little bit. The passes aren't totally crisp, but they're still doing enough to where it's like Paraguay has to respect it so they don't get caught, kind of falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I don't mind this. I don't mind the way Australia is playing. Paraguay, no, though. Paraguay is playing this like they're the ones that can advance with a win or draw. Like they're playing it like they almost don't care.
That was a little bit of South Korea the other day, where they just couldn't push the pace, and South Africa was taking it to them the whole time.
Yeah, because Paraguay is not even getting close to like getting to.
They
the
haven't
ball.
they haven't had a single opportunity here. That's worth noting in the first 45.
And it's funny when you think about a lot of like South American countries. When you think about all the countries that are good, or that have been here before that have played, well. Obviously, you have the defending champions. You have Argentina, but you've got Uruguay. You've got other groups that have played in this tournament before, like Chile, Peru, and so you get to Paraguay, and they're not, and what I think this is the first or second time they've qualified for the World Cup.
I think it's their second time. Yeah.
It's like like
And
Ecuador.
I think this is the second time for the Socceroos as well. Australia. Is Turkey
Right.
good? Yes, Turkey's very good. Yeah, they're very good.
Turkey's good. They just severely underperformed in this tournament. That's
Yep.
basically it.
Yeah, but though they are very good. That's why I'm not really shocked by what's happening here so far.
And Turkey is also just playing for pride, while the U.S. it doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, they're
in this
not.
game,
I'm not stressed about the final result whatsoever. That was a crazy shot by Australia, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I'm actually like, I'm just surprised at that. Like, out of the few chances they've had, that none of them have found the back of the net, because it's like, I mean, they've been on target with their few chances.
Yeah. Paraguay
So-
could technically still make it through on the 4 points ledger, depending on what happens with the rest of the third place teams.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like Paraguay has to win if the rest of the games don't shake out their way. Like, if they lose this game, then they need help to get in.
They need a lot of help.
Yeah. They still could, though.
Yeah,
see.
we have a long way to go here. Despite the fact that this is 2-1 Turkey, I'm really liking how the U.S. is playing. This is giving me a lot of hope for next round, regardless of the fact that we're down.
I mean, it's not even a hot take to say it, but you guys can just book your ticket to the round of 16. You're not losing to Bosnia.
I don't know. Again, we haven't lost to a European team since 21, or we haven't beaten a European team since 21, and it was Bosnia, but still.
But the thing is, you're also playing
Full circle.
You're pretty much yeah, but then also you guys say, hey, well, A, you're due, and B, not only are you due, but you're
this roster's way better than what we had in 21.
Yeah.
So.
And you're also playing pretty much, I guess, arguably the worst European team left standing. So,
yeah, at the moment, unless Curacao gets through.
Well, yeah, they're not getting through.
Are you
There's
sure?
no way.
No, not Curacao. Cape Verde.
Yeah,
right
I was
now.
gonna say Cape Verde could. But see, Cape Verde, even though they're on kind of life support, they haven't played that bad.
I'm sorry. Even if they don't make the round of 32, how long does a yellow card stick? This is why. So, yellow card accumulation is a thing in every major tournament. When it comes to the group stages, if you get a yellow card at any point in the group stage and you get another one later in the group stage, you miss the round of 32, which is why Pochettino has decided that everyone that's on a yellow, which is 4 players, they're on the bench today. And then I think for the tournament, I think it's quarterfinals. Yes, it resets in knockouts. I think for the knockout round, though, I think the resetting is the quarters, or maybe it doesn't reset at all. I don't know. I don't remember, because that part of the rule, it changes every tournament, so I don't know.
All right, we're coming up on a half here for Australia Paraguay. We got another minute thinking to go in stoppage time.
Yeah, same here with us. We're on the same page here because we also have 6 minutes of added time.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just liking how Australia's playing this so far. They're pretty smart about what they're doing here.
Yeah, I just like the possession. I like that they're not letting Paraguay get anything on them. Also, Paraguay defensively is not pushing up the field at all.
Yeah, they're not
sitting back a lot.
Like they'll pressure in their own, like when they have Australia backed up, coming off of like a free kick or whatever. But it's like not a free kick, but a goal kick. But it's like after that, it's like once Australia gets over midfield, they just stop pressuring. It's so weird.
You're okay, Patrick. This is the time to get into soccer. The World Cup is the best time.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of why I haven't been super vocal so far. It's just a lot of what I'm doing, even myself for the first time, is just getting into, like, I barely watched I was at a World Cup party in 2012 or whenever it was, 2014, and I still barely watched the World Cup at that party.
It's so funny.
I cannot.
All right,
for the
halftime
life-
in both games.
I cannot for the life of me stand how much my Portugal jersey just gets like these random like grease smears on it.
It's Puma. What do you expect? It's Puma and Fanatics.
Like I hate it. Where it's like I'm like I only wore this like twice, and I didn't sit on anything that could have gotten on me. I didn't eat or drink anything that could have spilled on me. And I'm like, I come home and I'm looking at my jersey. I'm like, why is it like three like dark spots on the back of my jersey? From what?
Soccer fever, Nikki. Welcome. Welcome
Like-
to soccer fever. This is the best.
I have to keep soaking that jersey in the sink in water and dish soap to get it out.
Yeah,
And then
that's how those kits work.
I hate it.
Fun fact overlapping soccer and Nicole. When we very first became friends, part of how we bonded, which makes no sense because I didn't follow soccer at the time, hardly at all, but was over her telling me a bunch of stuff about her then favorite Italian soccer player,
Which was who at the time?
Nicolo Zaniolo.
Oh, interesting. Did you see Drake is hosting Janice apology parties
Why?
because of the Janice "Shut the Fuck Up" song,
I know, but like,
which is my favorite song.
Oh,
Honestly,
like,
from all those albums.
I'm sorry. People are so hypocritical when it's like to me, Drake is just so like controversial for the wrong reasons.
I just think
Well,
his music. I just think his music. The reason why I like his music is actually weird. The reason why I like his music is because it's bland. There's nothing about his music that
there's
You
like-
told you told us that about a different rapper too. Was it French Montana?
French Montana does this too.
I don't know how I pulled that out, but
like
Yeah.
like Drake. When Drake first came out, he was somewhat unique because he was like he was a rapper and a singer at the time that like kind of blended both really well. But
Yeah.
it's like now he just comes off as cringy because his style has not evolved. So it's like when your style doesn't evolve, it depends on who you are. If you can make good music while not evolving, that's that's good for you. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't evolve as an artist, it's just gonna come off feeling or sounding forced and cringy, and it does with Drake.
It's just kind of. I thought we talked about this previously. I thought that 3-album set was just a pile of nothing.
Because it is.
Some of the and that's okay, Patrick.
there was only one song that I really liked from the latest stuff that Drake put out.
Yeah, it was
Like-
just it was so
And it was,
and I like the
I think
electronic
it was
stuff.
called Make 'Em Pay.
Like my favorite Drake song is, and this is going back a long time ago. Is actually it's called "Show Me a Good Time."
I never heard that.
Oh my
it-
god!
it-
Oh my god! God bless America. Alexi Loss is Rob Stone again. Thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, it's finally an all-American panel.
And
Smart.
it's actually Clint Dempsey who knows and Carly Lloyd who know what they're talking about.
Brad Pitt and Edward Norton are at that game.
Yeah, Fight Club, baby.
That's that goal that you guys scored. That first goal. That's actually just like that goal should not happen. Like
Yeah, no,
that-
it was so bad.
that goal. I'm sorry. That goal needs to save that ball. That's terrible. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, when it comes to Drake's music, it's like when he came out, I liked it, and when he came out, he was like the hottest thing on the radio. But it sounded good, and it's like the problem is he never evolved past like around 2013, around Nothing Was the Same. That's the last time I really liked Drake because after that, everything just sounds the same. After that album, so
Yeah, Patrick, I understand that. I stick with my basic
You cut out. What happened to you? Something happened.
Yeah, it's like a Troll and Chapman movie in here.
That's
Rob,
what happened. There we go.
yeah,
I told,
like,
I told you. I told you it was my mic. My mic thing slid.
Yeah.
My mic control. Thank you, Carson. No, but as Patrick said, like
Thank you,
too much
Carson.
of
Carson, I want to know your thoughts on the Detroit trade.
Patrick said, I he's too much of a metalhead. That's my thing. Like, yeah, I'm a hip hop and rap guy first, like modern hip hop and rap, but I'll listen to anything though.
See,
That's why Patrick has to drink so much coffee. Because there's no sleep till Brooklyn.
I
Jesus.
yeah, good one. It's funny because that is technically a metal song, but that, if you really think about it, that's one of the first, not the first, but one of the first rap metal songs. Because
Yeah, that is true. That is
True.
true.
like it literally is what it sounds like. But for me, when it comes to music, and obviously because we have time on this because it's halftime both games, but it's for music, I listen. I mean, everybody knows that I have probably the most extensive music collection, like, of any, like, 26-year-old. But like, because I grew up with so many influences from my grandparents and from my mom, from my dad, from my uncle, even, like, from everybody, like, there's literally, like, I could go from, like, when I'm in the car, I'm almost afraid to hit shuffle on my phone because because of all the music I listen to, because at 1 minute it can go from something as heavy as, like, Slipknot or Pantera or something like that,
Nice.
or and then literally the next song could be an indie rock song from like 2 years ago, like
Yeah,
from some, like,
you just never
obscure
know.
artist.
No, that's fair. Mine can go from The Gambler by Kenny Rogers, and the next song could be Made You Look by Nas.
So
Like,
that's insanity.
the like, it's like I have so many, like artists that, like, inspire me as someone who's obviously creative, as a journalist. I have so many, like, artists that I like look up to and I've admired, and it's like who I wouldn't be me if I didn't have, like, them as, like, the soundtrack to my life. And it's
Right.
like I can't pick, like, a genre that I would say I lean more into. Like, it depends on the day. Some days it's
Yeah.
R&B. Some days it's R&B. So some days it's like it's Neo, Mary J. Blige, uh, stuff like that. The next day it's Megadeth, Metallica, something like that. And then, like, the next day it's going far back as, like, you know, Elvis and Chuck Berry. Like, it all kind of
Ooh, Chuck
depends.
Berry, good choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why this popped in my head. Brandon, we have a crazy weekend in wrestling this weekend.
Oh yeah.
WWE Night of Champions in Raya, and then of course Forbidden Door on Sunday. I'm way more excited for Forbidden Door though,
You should be.
because I don't care. I don't care. Like Night of Champions, I'll watch the first hour and I'll probably hate it. So
Yeah. Yeah, you should be. Oh my God, Patrick.
my shuffle betrayed me. Yesterday it played Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Right after Slipknot. That is not okay.
like it's, for me, it's so weird to think about, like, because literally I'll be driving, like, I'll go down the shore, so it's like about an hour drive, hour and a half drive, whatever. I'll drive down there. I will literally sometimes, and I know you shouldn't do this, but I will literally take my eyes off the road for like 10 seconds because I have to skip like 5 songs because it's not what I want to listen to in my phone. Like, it's
Are you someone who like now uses like the Spotify like AI that gives you like a mix based on what you like?
bold of you to assume I use a streaming service in general.
That is true.
Because anybody that knows me knows that I download my music for free. Listen, come at me. If you want to sue me, go ahead. But life is too expensive as is, and these artists make enough money as is. So no, I will get my music for free.
I mean, I'm
But
doing a lot of free trials for a lot of the streaming services just so I can review them.
yeah,
Apple TV gets a good grade for me. I actually liked it. This is my last day with or not Apple TV, with Apple Music.
yeah, I know what you meant.
But
Yeah.
this is my last day with Apple Music. Am I sacrilege for saying I like it more than Spotify? Because I kind of do.
No, a lot of
I,
people are turned off by Spotify for various reasons. But
Because Shane and I were talking about that Spotify, or excuse me, that, or let's put it this way: Spotify actually doesn't do a good job at paying their artists. Apple does a better job.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
but I was like, other than using it on an Android is not, I wouldn't recommend it. Apple Music is not built for Android at all. Like the amount of like, I could make my own playlist because it was super slow to load. The music loading the music. Bless you.
That's not a sneeze. That was a
shit.
cough.
All right, wait.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming too. I was like, who's gonna say it? So
no, but the thing is, as out of the streaming service, and then you have like the Dolby Atmos audio, which I have on my cheap $90 phone. I actually have that. I have access to that audio format, and my headphones do as well. So it's like, it is just some of the best sound quality I've ever heard. And this is someone who hasn't tried Tidal yet, which I know is the best sound quality. Which I have to try it at some point.
I feel so bad that I made my grandparents buy this for me like 4 years ago, and I still haven't learned how to play it.
Is that a guitar or a bass? My apologies.
No, it's an actual guitar.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because I love, my favorite instrument in music is a guitar, but like a lot of people, like my grandmother likes drums. You know, some people like, slapping the bass. For me, it's all about a crunchy guitar. If a guitar sounds nasty and crunchy, I love it.
Steel guitar guy over here.
Why does Little Caesars have a Prime promo? $5 pizza if you're a Prime member. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that commercial. Yeah.
Do when? Expiring when?
I don't know. Are you gonna actually do it?
I mean, I have Prime.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, that Modern Warfare 4 commercial does not look good. That does not look good.
Well, my whole thing with MW4 is we don't need an MW4, number one. We don't need it. I'm excited for the campaign because the campaign actually seems a lot more nuanced. But I'm telling you, by like 3 months in, everyone's gonna hate the multiplayer.
Like
maybe 2 months in, yeah. Everyone's
like
gonna hate the like every COD. Okay, Brandon. Here's the round of 6 or round of 32 matches that are confirmed. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So Saturday we have South Africa, Canada in LA. And then Monday, the games that are confirmed is Brazil, Japan.
Ooh.
And Netherlands, Morocco is confirmed.
Oh, I like that.
That Monday schedule is brilliant.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then, of course, USA, Bosnia on Wednesday. I did something really idiotic the other day, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Apparently not great if you're calling yourself idiotic for it.
So 4th of July, right? I asked my parents, I was like, what are we doing? They're like, I don't know, nothing. So I decided, all right, well, the World Cup game ends at like 4. So let's get a free ticket and see the Young Washington movie. So I'm going to go, that's how I'm going to spend my 4th of July, is watch Angel Studios' Young Washington. If you know anything about Angel Studios, yeah, their movies are not that great. So, but hey, I go for free, so I ain't complaining.
Is it? I know that this isn't like what you do, but is it worth it to get an AMC like A-list subscription?
Do you want to be in a cult?
What?
How does that work?
What?
If you wanna know what is the most cultish thing in America right now, it's the AMC Stubs A-list.
Is it really?
Oh my god, yeah. You because AMC Stubs, you know what AMC Stubs A-listers do? You know when Nicole Kidman comes up for AMC, like we make movies better or
Oh, they
whatever.
go nuts for her.
They go crazy and like throw popcorn they go nuts. But my thought process on AMC stubs, any of these, it depends how much you want to go to the theater, because I go about 12 to 15 times a year, and I don't think it's worth it.
I see.
You have
I might do the premiere. Was it the premiere list one, which is cheaper? That's the cheaper option.
yeah, but I think, do you get like one movie a week at any format instead of three? I don't remember what it is.
It's something like that. They give you like it's not many perks, but it's only like $18, I think, a year or whatever it is.
I mean, at that point, you just how much is A-list now? Is A-list like 26?
Well, because A-list is like I think it's like $25 a month. Like,
yeah, then Premiere's probably better. I'm a whatever the Go member is, which is the free one.
Let's see. My phone's charged. Let me look this up. AMC Premiere list. Can't even spell that. Wow. It's a yearly membership. It's $18 a year. It says you get waived. So basically, they waive your fees when you buy tickets.
That's really good. Waived online fees, free size upgrades on popcorn and fountain drinks. You earn more $5 rewards. Like the more movies you get, you can see more stuff for free. Priority lane access, premium members, so points that never expire. Honestly,
that's not bad.
It's
So
not
it's like
bad.
that. It's like that. It's like that thing they have at the airport just for movies.
Well, that's what A-list is. What I would recommend, Brandon, is look at Fandango's membership instead.
I have that.
How many times do you go to movies?
Does that translate to any movie theater?
Yeah. That translates to it, because really, unless you're really that pumped up about I want an extra large Coke, you're probably better off doing the Fandango one.
Yeah, which I don't need. Yeah,
Extra large Coke.
yeah.
I think Fandango. I forgot what Fandango perks are. I need to look it up. But I think from my recollection, it's better.
So if you do the annual one, you get same
Fandango
thing,
Fandango Fan Club. Yeah.
Yeah, you get waived fees on your tickets, just like AMC. You get $10 off any Fandango movie ticket. I think AMC is $5.
Yeah. Or Fandango movies at home too.
Yeah. $10 off one fan store purchase of eligible items. Why would I want that? Special perks.
What I would recommend actually is to do the summer movie pass, the fan club summer movie pass.
Yeah.
Waive fee on all ticket purchases, $10 off. $10 off. Special perks and early access, 4 free movie tickets, 1 code per month for 4 months. And then you get $20 Fandango at home promo credits. You can get any Fandango at home movie, which Fandango at home is fantastic. I use it. So I just do the summer movie pass. If you like the summer movie pass, then get the
that's what's weird though is it's $10 a month. Like AMC is $18 a year, so it's way cheaper.
But you're paying $50 up front for the summer pass.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes to the exclusive movie theater membership, it just matters how much you go. And then you have to add up the cost based on how much you go.
Like, I would go more, I think, if I had the actual pass, because it'd be worth it, because you would save money in the long run.
Oh, I would definitely. That's one of my life goals, is to make enough money to get one of the passes, so that I can go and live close to a movie theater where I can go to 3 or 4 movies a week.
Well, I would do that because I live literally 10, 12 minutes away from the AMC over in Clifton. So
honestly, at that point, I would just say get A-list for 3 months and see if you like it.
Yeah, because I know because
honestly, for me, it's when it comes to these movie theater memberships, just get the highest tier for a few months and see if it's worth it for you. Basically,
that's what I'm looking at on my phone. I'm like, which one's worth it? God, man.
So if I were you, how I would approach it is I would just say frick it, and just put a 3-month cap on it and just pay for AMC Stubs A-list. Just say screw it and pay for A-list and see how much it adds up for you.
Because they've got Insider, which I don't know why, because you would get that's not a lot.
Because honestly, why would you? I know it's a good chunk more, but why would you get the second tier when you can just get the first tier and test it out? You know?
Yeah, I think it's because the tier is like like A-list compared to the tier below it is so much more expensive.
Yeah, but like just think of it as testing it for 3 months and see if it makes sense for you, essentially,
Yeah,
even though it's more expensive. Because Premiere doesn't really do a ton.
because my aunt said that she has Premiere, and she's like, that's all we really need it for. It's bit that it doesn't do as much as the actual A-list, but like at the same time, it's kind of the best bang. Premiere is the best bang for your buck, I
Yeah,
guess.
I do like with Premiere the online ticket fees really add up. So
Like $18 a year is really not bad when you consider that they waive the fees, which are a hassle because your fees add so much more onto your ticket.
yeah,
And then, yeah, I don't care about the size upgrades.
or 18 bucks a month for a year is not terrible.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
a dollar.
all I'm saying is the nice part about these subscription services, it doesn't matter what you pick, you're always going to have an advantage. And especially if you're a movie buff, it's always worth it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter what doesn't it can mostly be worth it. For me it's not because my I don't go to the theater. I will go to the theater 12 times a year and I take the bus, and so the bus ticket would add up a lot. But for most people, if you're a movie buff, yeah, because that's one thing. When I like properly make money, that's like one of the first things I'm gonna buy is probably AMC subs so that I can just go see whatever random movie is out. I would go way more often if I had it.
I think when it comes to like, because you got to figure that it basically breaks down to $1.50 a month. So if I went to like, I think basically even 6 movies a year, like, because your fees, you're like, what is it? I spent $19 a ticket to go
Yeah.
watch Toy Story 5. And
Was that good? Would you recommend it?
I think it's better
Okay.
than 4.
That's I love hearing that. I don't like hearing that. I love hearing that.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's better than 4, and I agree it is better than 4. Um 4 just felt weird. Um except for Forky. I love Forky.
Yeah, so did I,
Um
except for
We
the
love
jump scare
Forky.
that freaked me out and I yelled in the theater.
That was not a jump scare. You're just yeah. You're just a scaredy cat, Scoop.
I do
I mean,
I do get it.
I have scaredy cat moments too, so I hear that.
I'm just sad that Forky doesn't play a bigger role in Toy Story 5. Like they really dialed him back.
If based on the trailers, he seems more comic reliefy.
Yeah, like he has like good one-liners in certain scenes. But that's about it. But I will say that when it comes to I paid what, $19 a ticket, so that's $38. But with the fees, it was like paying for an extra half a ticket because it was $9 in terms of fees. So I brought it
Yeah,
up to
that's an.
$47.
I'm surprised how much it. Well, I mean, you got multiple tickets, but especially it depends on your local area because I think New Jersey just naturally charges more.
Yeah, we do.
So that's also what matters here.
I can't imagine being in an AMC in New York City. I would die.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what they're doing at like the World Cup shops in New York? You could take your Ronaldo jersey and get get the World Cup patch on it.
yeah, I don't need that though.
Yeah.
All right, can someone in this Australia game please do something? Do something. Someone do something. God, I know we're doing a watch one, but somebody do something, please.
And it's 2-2 USA Turkey. This game's off its rocker.
Yeah, I'm watching. Like, it's crazy how I'm watching the more important game, but yet somehow, but it's like
Well, keep in mind, I'm watching both. So
No, I know,
I
but
have both on. So
yeah, I can't split screen my TV because my TV is so old it doesn't support that. But I'm like,
yeah.
this is Paraguay's first corner.
Paraguay's been playing quite bad.
So in their first 2 matches, they only had one corner. Good lord.
Are you surprised?
I mean, no, given the fact that they usually don't show up in the World Cup, but like, man, I mean,
I'm pretty confident Australia's going to get a goal before we finish the night here.
I'm trying. You know what's crazy is there was like 2 or 3 games that I picked winners in today, where it was.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
we're tied, by the way. From my recollection, we're tied still.
But you know what's crazy is like it's been 1 goal off the final score for me.
That's so annoying.
For every game. For like almost every game that I got right, yeah, I was 1 goal off the actual score. Like a final score would be like, oh yeah, the final score is 3-0. I put 3-1. Like, come on, man.
I'm pretty sure that was me with the 2 games I predicted.
Yeah, you honestly.
Did you get Japan Sweden right?
I think so, but I honestly forget.
Well, no, I'm talking to Brandon because we did. Did you get Japan Sweden right today?
Oh, sorry.
I will look. I don't know what I don't remember what
or
I
no,
put.
no, did you put? No, wait. I think I got it right because I said 1-1. I think I got the 3 points for that. Yeah, I did. I said 1-1, and you said 2-1 Japan. I said 1-1.
Yeah, because if Japan actually would have played like they were supposed to, it should have been 2-1 Japan. Like, I am literally predicting these games as if what the teams should be playing like, and they don't.
You don't scale it down.
Like, I do, but it's like because originally I was gonna put like 3-2 Japan, but
and then across the other games, I don't think we got anything else right from the early slate. Or in terms of like score prediction, correct?
Well, no, you had a game that was a draw. So I think you had 0 points on one of the games. You had a draw on one of the games.
Well, I had drawn Japan and Sweden. The Netherlands game I got wrong.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of.
The Germany game I got wrong. Oh my god, I got 6 points. Because I got a Cote d'Ivoire beating Curacao 2-0. I got that one.
So who they play? Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, they played, and then So actually, I have come away with 6 points in those 2 games, and then so let me write this down. It was like I missed counting it the other day, but I was like, I remember vividly that I didn't get a score right. Even though I couldn't find the specific scoring, I was like, I definitely didn't get one right. So 9, and then let me see. That one.
Did we actually have a reverse proposal in the U.S. game?
What do you mean?
The hell does that mean?
A woman proposing to a guy in the stands.
Oh, was that I think it might have been the Australia game here.
I know
it's Australia. Things happen in the other direction.
I know that those things are becoming more and more of a thing now, where it's like, oh, a woman proposing to a man, but I couldn't allow that. Like, no.
I'm now up by 5 points. Pulisic is in. Why? Oh, I know why. They're just getting him run. That's fine. They're just getting him run because he's not fully fit yet. They're just giving him run.
It's so crazy how you got 2 games spot on correctly, so you're basically going to win the whole tournament now.
I wouldn't say that. We got a long way to go, dude.
Yeah, I doubt it.
We got a long ass way to go.
Because me and you think the same. So it's crazy how more often than not you're the one getting the scores actually on the money, and I'm the one that's 1 goal off.
I'm more pissed about like Germany and Ecuador. Like, how am I getting that one wrong? Like, how?
I mean, nobody thought Ecuador was winning that game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, again, does it really matter? No.
God, why is it in this tournament more than like any other year? These goalies are just playing with fire.
Oh my
Like,
god, it's crazy.
I don't understand it. Like, just clear the damn ball. Stop trying to look to like deke a defender. Like, I'd stop it.
Yeah. This ain't FIFA. What else is I gonna check? Well, I'll send you the games for tomorrow, Brandon, so you can do those now.
Yeah. I knew you would catch me eventually, just because my luck with soccer sucks. So,
Oh my god, tomorrow's the Pride game. Yeah. You want to know what the Pride game in Seattle consists of? It's Egypt versus Iran. And it's the Pride game. So yeah. Make of that what you will. And FIFA said today that they're allowing as many Pride flags basically as possible.
oh,
During Egypt and Iran.
Yeah, I can see how that would go south real fast.
That's gonna go pretty south.
What time is this game?
It's late. It's 11 o'clock Eastern. That's in Seattle.
Oh my god! Why can't you guys just do it? I do it like at 10 o'clock, like the rest of these late games.
Because we live on the West Coast, Best Coast, baby.
I mean, this is in San Fran. I started at 10. There's no difference there.
I don't know. Ask the scheduling people, not me.
Especially on a Friday. Like, ain't nobody watching soccer on the East Coast on a Friday at 11.
Are you sure?
Here, yes. Here, we value sleep.
So do I. But
well, I know you do.
But I go to bed at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I know, because it's like I'll be going to sleep and you'll be texting me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, like prediction time. Like,
you value sleep like the Rams value draft picks.
That's not true, dude. I sleep at least there's at least one day a week where I sleep a full 24-hour cycle. So like I miss a whole day and then I go.
Oh my god. I don't know how ethical it is, but I've always wanted to go watch pig racing.
To watch what now?
Pig racing. It depends. It depends. If it's like at a county fair, I guess it is a little bit more ethical.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, tomorrow, I mean, Uruguay, Spain's going to be interesting. Not that it'll matter, same with Norway, France, but Cape Verde, Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia, if Cape Verde wins that and goes through, Nikki, you need to give me the lowdown on what I need to watch for the NHL draft, because I don't know. I don't know what to check.
I will tell you right now, I just want Sonny to package the picks for a star. Just package the picks for a star.
You think Larkin's in play?
I think Larkin is the most realistic out of all the names that are on the table. Everybody keeps pounding the table for Jason Robertson. I don't think you're gonna remember. Guys don't want to come here,
right?
When the state income tax is the worst in the country.
Right.
So everybody's like, oh well, he wants 14 million. That's the going rate these days. I'm like, yeah, but when it comes to the Devils, he's gonna want more because the state income tax is high. Right. So 14 is going to be more like 16, 17. So that's ridiculous for one player. You're going to screw up your entire, situation for one player. I don't think so. I love Jason Robertson, but not for that price point.
Oh God, Jason Robertson.
But and then, I think Hellebuck remains an option, even though I don't know what the hell you would do with the goaltending situation. And I think that And I think that Larkin is probably the most. I think Larkin is the most
saved by the turkey keeper. Holy literal! Oh wow, to hit the bar.
I think Larkin is the best one in play. because Larkin's the one that makes the most amount of sense because he'd be cheaper than Robertson. And not just that, but he's obviously, him and Jack have a connection that goes back quite a ways. So, and obviously with the U.S. men's national team, how great their run was together, those two. So,
Right.
I can't see how people aren't talking about Larkin more because Larkin's honestly the guy that I want more than anybody else. I think if it's those three, the best option for because do we need goaltending? Yeah, our goalies aren't great, but Hellebuck is going to command a lot. Like all three of those guys will command a lot of money, but Larkin to me is going to be the cheapest one,
Right.
and he's going to be the one that makes the most amount of sense for what this team kind of needs. So I think that if we get him, I'll go nuts because that's a guy you literally instantly put on your second line and you would score literally like that line alone would probably score at least 60 goals. So, I think about that and I'm like, that's what I probably want to happen. But they got to do something. Like, they can't hold on to all the picks they got for Shimon Nemitz. So they to me package it because those picks really aren't worth a whole lot. So package it and get a star. Your cup window is not getting any bigger. It's these guys are all
If
entering their
anything,
prime
it's shrinking
now.
a little bit.
Yeah, honest. This is what I keep telling people. Like, I know Devils fans don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. This core has been together for almost 10 years. This core, especially with Brat, Jack, and Nico, because that's your big three. That's been the core now for the last like 7 years, and we keep saying, "Oh, like every year." It almost sounds like the Yankees. Wait till they get healthy. Wait till this guy comes back. Wait till this guy gets going. And it's like, how much longer are we going to wait before we finally see something pay off?
Yeah, truly.
So like, I don't care that these guys are 25, 26. They've been together since they were 18, 19 years old. And they were just as good back, well, not just as good, but like they were talented back then, and then they started putting it together over the last 5-ish years. So it's like they should be playing more than 3 Stanley Cup playoff rounds in the last 8 years. So it's ridiculous that they only have 3 rounds of playoff experience to show for all this time. They need to add stars, and they need to add it now because this team alone, as it's currently constructed, is it good enough to get to the playoffs? Yes, if they're all healthy, but it is not good enough to win a cup. And I keep saying that it's just not. This team is not a cup contender until they add like probably 2 big pieces to really get this team into the next level. It is what it is. And Sonny's got to do it. Sonny realizes that. I know he does. That's why he's being aggressive so far this offseason. And I know people don't like it, but you got to give to get. Everyone's like, oh, like, why are you getting rid of Shimon Nemitz and Siplikov for that reason, for that matter, because they both went in that deal. But why are you getting rid of basically of Shimon Nemitz for a bunch of picks? I mean, newsflash, Devil fans, they said when this whole new regime took over that they were not going to keep your favorites and they were going to piss you off in some way, shape, or form because friendships don't equal success. This is a business.
Yeah.
You must do what's best for business and what's best for this franchise. And right now, this franchise can't worry about hurting the feelings of some soft-ass hockey players. So it is what it is. Like, honestly, I expect, not even that I think, I expect Dougie Hamilton to be off this team this offseason. And he better be because he's garbage. So he's another one. Goodbye. Yeah, I have no patience for this team anymore the way I did 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, okay, they're starting to get somewhere because they're taking 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So Sonny Maeda has to be aggressive. And he's the type of guy where he will be aggressive, but not foolishly, like not, taking a big swing and praying it works. He's a guy that takes a lot of calculated risks and it pays off. So I think that Larkin is that risk that, okay, you have to give up a little bit to get him, but I think it's worth it because what you'll gain in him will replace anything that you lose. So I don't see how this team doesn't take bigger swings throughout the rest of this offseason. And really for any team that's like us right now. Like the Islanders had a playoff spot, like I was saying last night. The Islanders had a playoff spot, basically until the last 2 month and a half of the season, really. And then they just fell apart. They just lost they would lose 4 out of 5. They would lose, 7 out of 9, whatever it was. So of course they would just fall off the face of the earth. But the Islanders are a team where they can make some moves. They absolutely could. You have Schaefer there right now, who's one of the best young stars in hockey. So, you've got a good starting point with him. So I don't see how they don't take a couple swings too. And the thing is, like I said last night, if you're a team like the Devils, who you basically have the best roster of individual talent that's not meeting expectations, but you have the best roster of individual talent in the East outside of the other cup contenders like Florida, Carolina, etc., or Washington. Like the Devils this year should be that fourth team that makes noise in the East. They should be. There's no reason why they can't. And I understand that there's a lot of, money tied up in a lot of legalese with that and trying to navigate those contracts. But Sonny made us smart enough. Like,
Right.
People are like, oh, well, he wasn't the big GM. I'm like, yeah, but he was an assistant GM, and he's the one that they went to as a front office to decide on who got the final word on what players to bring in for their cup runs.
Right.
And he hit the nail on all those players. So I trust him to do the same for Jersey.
And he also, and I mean, Brandon, I've had a lot of respect for Matas, and going back to, he was really the one where, if you want to talk about like data analysis and like the advanced, metrics and whatnot, not only was he the one who really brought that to New Jersey, he really was the one who brought that to the NHL originally.
Yep. Yeah.
And so I think that if you're looking at in terms of, now I don't know where they are in terms of with relationship to the front of the league, if you want to call it that, on those types of matters. I don't know if they're closer to the Houston Astros or the Colorado Rockies, if you want to put it that way. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I think that it can only be a good thing, I think, to have that person, fronting your operation, especially, in a situation where, like we've always talked about, yes, there can be an issue with too much information if you're not using it correctly. But if you're leading with somebody who knows what he's doing in that regard, then, you're really going to make a worse decision off of more intellect, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I'm saying this as a Flyers fan, so I'm being objective here.
Well, that's another thing. I expect, and speaking kind of the Flyers and I should say Flyers adjacent, I expect Tortorella to get another job somewhere. He's too good not to.
That was such an impressive run. It was such
an impressive run. At least as an assistant,
yeah.
I would think. At least as an assistant.
I really don't understand why Vegas would move off of him, because
I don't understand how he keeps getting moved. I know his personality isn't for everyone. I get it.
Well, Vegas, I think, agreed that he was only going to coach for that period, and then they were going to move off him. I think they both kind of had that conversation, from what I remember. So
okay, I didn't remember hearing that. I mean, I remember hearing it after the fact, but I didn't remember hearing it when it actually happened.
But the thing is, when you see results like that, how the hell could you say, "Oh, we're going to move off you anyway"?
It's like,
isn't Torts like old anyway though?
No,
they want something younger, or somebody younger, I should say.
I mean,
I'd rather have a fossil with results than
a fossil with results. What a quote.
He's not wrong. It's true. Like, I mean, and Torts isn't that old. Like, I mean, is he older?
No, but I'm saying
it feels like
I mean, it's
not fossil with results feels like something a not a president, a dictator would say.
Yeah, Tortorella is only 68, and he just actually yesterday was his birthday. So he just turned 68.
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the day before that, I'm pretty sure was Howie Roseman's birthday.
Jeez.
So stupid.
Like, but it's like, so if he just turned 68
Oh my
yesterday,
god.
you would figure he's got at least 3-4 years left in him.
Our boy James Cameron is at the game too. Avatar, baby.
That
Are
I'll tell
you excited for 9 avatars in total that we're probably
No.
gonna get?
No, because
I
haven't
haven't even
watch
seen
the
one.
second one.
Scoop, the fact you haven't seen Avatar 1 is a sin. I'm sorry, you have to watch that movie. That movie is one of the most spectacular. Like if you think of movies in the modern era, it started with Avatar 2009.
I was gonna say I don't know how you managed to avoid it because that movie when it came out was the biggest movie across the entire globe. It was everywhere.
I watched it during COVID, and then I went and saw the second
when
one
did
and
that
the
movie
third
come
one.
out, Brandon?
2009.
9.
Okay, I don't know.
This is why we get frustrated with you, Scoop, because your pop culture brain is so bad that you literally miss an entire global phenomenon that was a global phenomenon for an entire year.
The movies I remember seeing around that time were like Bedtime Stories, Aliens in the Attic.
What kind of
Bedtime Stories to me is underrated. I know people don't really like that movie. That was an underrated movie. I like that movie.
I can't remember if that was when the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie came out, was 09, but I definitely saw that movie.
I saw that. I don't have a good memory of those movies.
I mean, those movies weren't that good anyway. So
yeah. Was the animated one better on Disney Plus, like the animated series? I heard
more. I heard a little bit about it, but I don't know if it was or not.
No.
Honestly, what might be my favorite movie that I've seen in a theater is the one that I just went to see last week, and that was Michael.
Wow, you liked Michael?
You didn't?
Well, the audience did. The critics didn't, but the audience loved it.
Hated it.
Yeah,
which is why I didn't go see it in the first place.
But see, I trust that Michael that biopic might actually be the most polarizing movie between critics and the audience score I've ever seen.
Oh, it's incredibly polarizing.
Because everybody I know that obviously I don't know any critics, so everybody I know that saw it loves it to death. And then but every critic hates the living hell out of it.
So, and that's why I skipped it. I'll
put it this way.
So much more.
I'll put it this way. And you guys know this. I'm not really watching it with a filmographic goal, if that's even a word.
That's not the word. It's just a film mind or a cinema buff mind, I guess.
Okay, cinema buff mind. But from the vantage point and the lens through which I did watch it, especially when I don't want to give any spoilers, but in the finals,
don't. I'm gonna see it when it comes out on VOD. So please don't.
I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I'm just gonna say the final scene might be the most wowed I've been by a character's portrayal. Is the only way. Is all I'll say.
That was the part of the movie that people didn't like because they changed the whole thing.
What do you mean change the whole thing?
It was supposed to end with Michael getting arrested, but because of everything that happened with the legal stuff, they literally had to scramble to make that last 20 minutes.
I've literally had to reshoot it. I've not heard anything about that whatsoever.
Yeah, they basically had to kind of literally water it down, redo it right at the 11th hour. Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's kind of amazing that you thought that was
I keep in mind I also didn't have any of that background whatsoever. I was impressed very much by the portrayal, and again I know it was his nephew, but to me that also made it even more impressive at times.
I mean, my biggest issue with everything that I've seen with that movie, and again, I will put out a full review when I see it, is it's we've seen everything before. You know, they did nothing new with it. They did nothing inventive, and like Bohemian Rhapsody was inventive Bohemian Rhapsody,
A
they
little
did
bit, yeah.
something with it.
The,
Michael
the,
doesn't feel inventive to me at all. Just
the
from
only
just from what I've seen. Again,
the parts that I'm talking about are kind of hard because I'm deliberately trying not to say what they are for people who haven't seen it yet and want to. But
I had a lot of people tell me it's really good, and then but the majority that I've been seeing, it's like, okay, we've seen all of this before. We've seen these music videos before. We've seen this stuff before. It's like, okay, then why are you even making a movie then? And the fact that it got more money than Bohemian Rhapsody to me is insane. Like, that's insane, and it roasted them too. So I don't know.
And Bohemian Rhapsody is phenomenal.
It's a phenomenal.
yes,
It's fantastic. So again,
yes, I thought that was great.
I will not like be too harsh on it because I haven't seen it. But also, like for example, Better Man. I thought Better Man was pretty basic in nature, but it was unique because it's like, all right, let's turn this guy into an ape. That's interesting. That immediately was so fascinating, and it's just this. It's okay. We're gonna reinvent it, and we're gonna make him an ape. Great idea. It immediately captivated me to want to watch it, and so I did.
Fellas, I
And
apologize.
it
I
was
have to
great.
step off camera for a moment.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you're
good.
good.
You're good. But
I
yeah,
legit,
I thought, and Better Man's not like the greatest movie ever, but I liked it because I was like, this is inventive. It's not
yeah.
incredible, but I was like, this is inventive,
I mean,
we
that's
need to, especially in music biopics or biopics in general, you just got to be inventive at this point because we've seen
it's
everything
just
at this
it's just
point.
it's just hard because a lot of musicians just they fall into a lot of the same tropes. Like a lot of troubled musicians fall into a lot of the same sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like
Excuse
it's
me.
the
Yeah.
same. Like, there's no like. Eventually, I know eventually one day, we'll get like. Apparently, they're actually planning this. At least I've heard murmurs of this, but apparently they're planning this. They're planning a Linkin Park biopic,
Yes, they are. I think they're
and
in pre-production for it at the moment.
I'm like, that's actually interesting because I would love to see how that turns out. But that's also important because of obviously what happened. But you
That would
know,
tell, but that also, in obviously a very sad way, will tell something very unique, as long
yeah,
as they do it the right way.
like
Um,
I know eventually one day, just because of how iconic he is, and with a lot of the legal stuff he's gone through over the years, eventually there will be an Eminem biopic. There has to be eventually.
isn't
Like
8 Mile like technically
it
supposed to be
it
that?
technically is. It's a slightly fictionalized version of his life.
Yeah,
So yeah, really. I mean, they'll still do a biopic anyway because they just did a whole Stan documentary.
yeah.
But and I watched
They'll
that.
eventually do it. So
Yeah, they'll eventually do it because he's too big that there's too much money to be made there. But yeah, but honestly, if you are looking for an Eminem movie, just watch 8 Mile. 8 Mile is basically all you have to watch.
yeah,
But
my parents watched it. They don't even they like Eminem enough, but not like massively. And they were like, "We loved it." I was like, "Well, I got to see it at some point then."
that's the one movie where I've actually watched, and it's because a lot of musicians do, eventually venture into the acting space.
Yep.
That's the one where it's like not even just because it's mostly about his life, but also just because of because most people will. There are musicians that will do stuff about their life, and they just can't act. Like
Yeah.
Eminem in that movie can act. He's actually great in that movie.
Yeah.
So
I've not only heard that from you, but I've heard that from a lot of other people as well.
he's actually very convincing. You actually do feel the energy coming off of him.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's also, I mean, but it also too, a lot of that energy is also because they also capitalized, because a lot of times when an artist does a movie, they either do it way late in their careers where it's like it just feels like it's like the cherry on top. He did it at a point in his career where he was the hottest artist on the planet.
With a good
So,
cast around him
and with a
too,
good
to prop
cast
him
around
up.
him too.
Yeah,
So
to prop him
so
up a
like
little bit, and so
so
yeah,
like it so like that movie is so well done from every aspect that it's like that's my favorite, like musical-ish movie ever. It's not just because it's my favorite artist, but it's what is that?
All right, taste test time. My mom made this the other day, and I haven't tried it. It is ice cream, chocolate ice cream with bananas, with no added sugars. It's like no sugar.
So like a diet ice cream.
Kind of like a diet ice cream, yeah. So I'm very excited to give this a try and see how it is. Wow.
It's good.
That's great. That's great. You know what? You know what's kind of awesome when you kind of remove sugar, because sugar is such a strong, like it adds so much
People
to it.
gotta realize you don't need sugar in your foods. You really don't.
But because you remove the sugar, you have so much more of the cocoa flavoring,
Yeah,
which, yeah,
which is what chocolate is supposed to taste like.
this is what chocolate's supposed to taste like. It's supposed to taste strong, but in a good
Yeah.
way.
People gotta realize that chocolate is not inherently sweet. It's the sugar that makes it sweet. Chocolate's actually more bitter
Right.
than anything else.
Oh yeah.
Like it has a hint of sweetness, but chocolate's mostly bitter. So
But that's what's good about chocolate.
yeah. That's why chocolate's my favorite, because chocolate has a little bit of that sweetness, but it's not too bitter, but it is mostly bitter. But it's a little hint of sweetness, and so it all makes sense.
And the
I
banana is
don't
good too. The banana adds a lot of just textured flavoring.
yeah. Look at this. We're giving people movie reviews. We're giving people food reviews. We're talking about soccer. This is really an all
All-encompassing episode. Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of the point of doing watch-alongs. That's why I'm excited to bring them back for the NFL season. We're gonna do it, I think, 4 times next year.
Yeah, I wish I could give people more on this Australia Paraguay game, but it is 0-0 at the 86th minute, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous soccer.
Nothing, even the U.S. game. I have nothing because this game, I don't care.
There's just nothing remotely in it. Like, but at least you had some.
At least
kind
we
of
had 4
fun.
goals, 4 really good goals.
4 goals, and it went back and forth. It was what 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2. Like it went
2-2.
back and forth. So
The offenses were great in that game. They were amazing.
yeah, but it's like with this, it's like does Paraguay understand that they have to win this game, or else they need a lot of help to make it through? Like
A lot of help.
They're playing this as if they have no clue that they need to win.
Right now,
Like-
Sweden, Ecuador, Bosnia are in. Paraguay's in 4th. That's just the current 3rd place standings. A lot changes by Friday night. A lot changes by tomorrow night. So you never know.
But wait, I know Bosnia is basically through, but they can't get knocked out with Paraguay being that close behind them.
No, because it's top 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, that's the cutoff. They're the cutoff line then.
The cutoff line's lower. The cutoff line
really?
the cutoff line right now is Cape Verde.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure.
That's just the top 8. What you saw on your screen there on FS1 is the
Oh,
top.
those are just the ones that are confirmed through.
The ones
top,
that are the
top
top
3.
The top 3
Yeah.
are confirmed in. Their matchups are locked.
Okay.
But everyone else is kind of hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. Is there any more soccer after this, or is this
No,
the
we're
last
done.
one?
We're done for the day.
God
This
bless.
is it. I know.
I was gonna say there better not be a midnight game, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh,
Well, again, even watching 2 games at the same time, this is exhausting. I'm just
mean, for
ready.
you,
I'm just ready for the knockout stage. I'm so
done.
done.
At least you got some good soccer tonight. Like, imagine me sitting here just watching this 0-0 boring ass game. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is just
Again, it's not like I missed any of this Paraguay Australia game. I have it on too. I'm watching it.
yeah.
It's nothing.
But like, at least like I was saying, at least you split screen.
Yeah, at least I'm still creating this.
Oh, by the way, since this is like the only thing we didn't touch on tonight, video game wise, because I'm thinking about this now, because I might do this after we get off, but I might go back to just playing Lego Batman.
Okay, Lego Batman. How is it?
It's phenomenal.
It's
so good. And the thing is, there's so many references to each era of Batman, and there's obviously because it's called Legacy of the Dark Knight,
Right.
and there's so many there's so many kind of little references in the cutscenes to some iconic scenes in the Batman
Right.
movies, all of them, like
All the
going back to
movies.
the very first one, even.
Right.
So, it's so cool. I love it. And the thing is, you can put on the hardest difficulty and still beat it. Like I said, not easily, but fairly easily. So, I love that too. The missions are fun.
Well, again, it's inherently supposed to be a kids game, inherently, because it's a
Inherently, but everybody knows that's playing it is not a kid. so
How are we Australia? Come on, we gotta bend that ball better. What are we doing here?
it's just
Look at
nothing
this.
about it.
Look at this. Look at this. You'll
Yeah,
say,
especially when you.
bro. We gotta
Oh,
bend that in, boy.
man. It's either you gotta bend it better, or you gotta find your guy coming across the far post that was going for the header.
He takes 2 more steps. He probably gets a better shot.
He had a little bit. He had room to even take one more step. Actually, he had room to where he could have taken one more step, cut it back, and got in on net, in on the goal. Even
Oh my god.
that was a great move to split the two defenders. That was a fantastic move. But
Yeah.
oh, come on, Australia. This is ridiculous.
Socceroos.
My God, you know what's crazy? I was thinking about putting a draw for this game too, and I should have.
I was debating putting a draw for the Turkey game, and I didn't, and I'm pissed.
I mean, anything can happen in stoppage time. We've seen goals in stoppage time in this tournament, so. Oh my God! Please, Australia, can you do something? Can we do something of importance? Because Paraguay is garbage.
Paraguay is playing like ass.
They're so bad. Like, my God, I've never seen a South American country actually be this bad at soccer. It's insane. How they qualified as being well. Then again, a lot of crappy countries qualified.
Because it's commable, dude.
Like, but I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, also when you water down the World Cup like that, also, and you have 10,000 teams making the tournament that shouldn't be there. Oh,
There's just way too many games. I said this yesterday, and I knew I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. No, it's bad. I made a mistake. It's bad. It's bad. There's too many games. There's too much going on.
see, most stoppage time, like in this tournament, when we get to the 90th minute, a lot of stoppage time is like, oh yeah, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever it is.
Because the stupid hydration breaks are automatically 3 minutes. So you start at 3 minutes.
Yeah, but it's like even the refs just want to get out of there because it's only +5 of stoppage time for Paraguay and Australia.
Yeah, we're at
even
+7 for the USA game.
Yeah, because but it's like even the refs like, all right, we've seen enough out of this game. +5, like goodbye, don't care.
And plus, there weren't any real fouls in this game, so 3
No, there
minutes
wasn't.
stop 3 or in the second half especially. So 3 minutes for the hydration break, 2 minutes of added.
This is the easiest refereed game I've ever seen in my life. I would love to be a referee for a game like this, just to never call fouls,
just to never have to do anything.
Brandon.
Man. Yeah.
We were talking earlier about Jason Robertson.
Yeah.
Jason Robertson rejected an 8-year, $15 million per contract extension with the Kraken. A trade was agreed to with the Dallas Stars, which included the 7th overall pick in exchange for his RFA rights. Robertson was then given permission to negotiate on a deal with Seattle, which he rejected.
Yeah, I saw that. I knew that that's like if he's turning down 15 mil in a obviously in a part of the country that doesn't have income tax, really?
Yeah, boy. But we have a ton of sales tax.
So it's like do Devils fans realize he's going to cost you literally about 17-18 million probably because of that? Like if you were to get him, he would cost you he'd be the highest paid player in the NHL at that point.
And I'm not even sure he would even take that because if he's rejecting 15 out there, then you think 17 in Jersey is going to get a yes? I'm not quite sure that would make the difference.
Yeah, no, I know I'm lowballing it. Like Like, but it's like Devils fans are like, oh, go get Robo now. I'm like, he's not coming here. There's no we would love it if he did, but he'd be such a big overpay because of the income tax and because of the fact that why would anybody? He just played with the Stars, who were one of the best teams in the West for the last few years. Why would he come to Jersey? That's a lesser team. Tell me why. Like, I know we're talented, but we are a lesser team than the Stars. We just are. So, people gotta remember he's not an unrestricted free agent. He's a restricted free agent. There's a difference.
Right.
So he's not just going to magically come here because Devil fans want him to. That's not how this works.
Oh, sorry to change the subject really quick, but a World Cup thing that we haven't talked about. Have you noticed that in this the stands with all like the celebrities and stuff and Infantino, you know how with reserve seating they always have like a slip where it says, oh, this person like Brad Pitt sits here, right? It's like this thing. They're using Motorola phones to do that. Like the Motorola, like this is a Motorola phone. Like if it's not plugged in, it's like this in front of, it's like that, and it just has a person's name. It's just a phone.
Oh, I have to. Speaking of phones,
which is pretty cheap.
I have to get a new phone case because the kickstand on the back of my phone broke.
Damn.
So,
you had it for a while, so got good use out of it, I guess.
I had that case for about a year, so
that's a good timing.
Yeah, so I'm getting it on Saturday, so we'll see how that looks.
0-0 draw. The Socceroos make it through.
It's the most painful soccer I've ever watched in my life. That was dreadful.
No, it's not as painful as Congo and you guys.
At least we scored. Like a 0-0 draw between two countries who just aren't good at this sport. Honestly, Paraguay should have played better in this tournament. They really shouldn't have struggled this much. Great. Now they're switching over to show the last minute and a half of your game. So now I have to watch your game, the last minute of it. Phenomenal.
Great.
Oh my God.
Can Infantino stop with the carbon emissions? I'm having more of a problem with Infantino than I've ever had a problem with Taylor Swift's World Tour. Because the guy's watching like 2 matches a day. How does he have time? Why does he take a private jet everywhere?
I want to yawn so bad, and it's not because I'm tired. It's because that game I watched, it drained my soul.
Dude, this second half has not been very interesting either. So you haven't missed much.
Do you realize that the second half of both games has been just a nothing burger?
Yep.
We've literally.
I mean, again, this game to me is a nothing burger regardless of the result. So I'll take it. I'm very happy with 2-2. Even if I'm extremely happy with 2-2. So I'm not stressed at all.
God.
Just blow the whistle, ref. Jesus.
Yeah, why is Turkey even getting a throw in there? Like really? Like, yeah, they're gonna score and then the last 10 seconds of the game? Really? When they haven't scored all second half? Really?
You know what I hate about
we allowing this? Blow the whistle.
You know what I also hate about local stations? Station identification. They just randomly put station ID at the bottom of your screen in like the most crucial times of games. It's like, guys, can you wait like 5 minutes?
Oh my God, never mind. Wow, I'm talking about me speaking. Honestly though, that's not even on the US. The bad part about that is the ref should have blown that whistle.
I'll be honest though, defensively we're really bad this entire game, which I'm not surprised by.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by it at all, because I think what happened is that, at least from what I saw on an eye test perspective, Pochettino just decided, screw it, we're just gonna play as attacking as humanly possible and not care about our defense. And like, if we make mistakes, who cares? Which, by the way, that absolutely is the right attitude in a game that means nothing. That's the right
Yeah,
attitude. So like,
yeah.
I'm sad that we lost, but I genuinely am not that upset with the result.
I just
I'm
don't
yeah.
understand why the whistle wasn't blown on the out of bounds on the throw in. The
You're
whistle should have
seeing
been blown right there.
you're seeing how Matt Turner struggles in these big
Like
situations, though. You've seen that a lot in this game because Matt
like that.
Turner's getting 5-hold all night.
Yeah, and it happened. It happened literally again at
Yeah.
the very end of the game on the last possession of the game. If he literally just blocks that pass from going through, they blow the whistle and the game's over.
Yeah. Again, I defensively wasn't awful, yeah, but I'm not entirely surprised, especially against a pretty solid European side, regardless of what they've done the past 2 games. And again, I do feel like Pochettino was very much like, hey, we are just going to just aggressively attack because who cares? We're not stressed about our back line. So I think that was the right choice ultimately. And again, losing sucks, but it doesn't concern me very much at all. If
It doesn't.
anything,
It doesn't change your fate. You're
it
still
doesn't.
playing
Yeah,
Bosnia.
exactly.
So
It
who
doesn't
cares?
change my fate. And honestly, to see them play that aggressive, I don't think. And we've seen them play aggressive in the last 2 matches, but for them to go all out aggressive like that, we haven't seen. So that does excite me actually more than it hurts me. So
I'm just pissed at the referee there. Like you gotta blow that whistle. That's just
well, I mean,
terrible.
I also think that he was thinking that they were going to get another chance, so he just let them go, which is fine.
Yeah, but when the US has the ball and it's literally 58, 59, and that ball sails out of bounds and it's like 97-03, game's over. Blow the whistle. Ball sail out of bounds. It was far enough away where it was like it wasn't that much of a dangerous chance.
Well,
So
until it ended up happening. But yeah, again, I'm not. But if any U.S. fans are like pissed about this, don't be. It's fine. It's
yeah.
fine. I would argue there's more positive. Yeah, defensively was it terrible? Yes, but I'm not that stressed about it. We can talk about how bad they are defensively when we get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we get to that point in the knockouts, because defensively they were never meant to be good anyway. So I'm not. It's. I would argue it's much worse than England, and England hasn't been great defensively either.
Yeah.
Do you want to, before we go, Brandon? Do you want to give a Colombia Portugal preview for Saturday? What are you looking for with those two?
I'm looking for Portugal to come out. You can't come out like you did against Congo. You have to come out like you did against Uzbekistan. You got to come out being the aggressor. Like I would rather them go down because listen, they're going through regardless. So I need them to come into that game. You're going through. You just are, and well, it's just a matter of if it's gonna be first or second in your group, because Congo's not catching you up because just on goal differential, Congo's not catching you. Because they'd have to beat Uzbekistan like 8-0 to catch.
Well,
to catch
yeah,
Portugal.
and again, because it was a draw, they don't have the head-to-head, so all that matters is the goal differential.
So yeah, they would have to score literally like 8 goals against Uzbekistan to catch Portugal for second. So Portugal's going to go through either first or second, and that's fine. So I just don't know why they're saying that Portugal wouldn't like that. What's keeping Portugal from going through, because they've announced that Colombia's officially through. I don't know why Portugal's not.
The reason, Colombia. Oh yeah, they have announced that. I think it's just because you're technically second in the group at the moment.
Also, they're just waiting to see who finishes first and second, basically.
Yeah, and Colombia is through on goal differential and on just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're through. Portugal's basically through. It's just a matter of where they finish.
It's just a matter of what happens on Saturday.
Yeah, so I don't expect them to score 5 goals again, but I expect that game, like Colombia is not a better side than Portugal is. They're just not. Like when Portugal actually plays like they can, Colombia's not better. They're not. Colombia, I think, is good. Like, like put it this way. Colombia beat Uzbekistan, what, 3-1?
Yeah.
We beat Uzbekistan 5-0. That tells you all you need to know right there. So, and that was with Uzbekistan playing desperate because they had to win to stay alive. So we played a desperate Uzbekistan side and still beat them 5-0.
Yeah.
So
what did Colombia do against Congo?
They beat them, but it wasn't by much because they had those 2 late goals. They were heading towards a draw, and they had the 2 late goals. They beat them 2-0,
right,
or 1-0, whatever it was.
Yeah. Right. Thank you.
So even though they should have drew with Congo, but either way, if they won that game or not, the winner of the group is decided on. We always said the winner of the group is going to be decided by Portugal, Colombia. Game 3.
Yeah.
So that's what it always going to come down to, and so I expect both teams to play up because it's 2 really good football countries, and I expect, but not biased. I expect Portugal to win that game. I expect Portugal to win that
I
game.
apologize. I'm just looking through the round of 32 schedule. Argentina's in Miami. Oh my God. Messi playing on his home pitch.
Yeah, as if it couldn't handle a more easier path.
Depending on who they play, which they could play you.
The roof would blow off. There's no roof, but the roof would blow off. Like, do you realize that that'd be the most watched game in soccer in world history of any sport? Is if you got
minus the
Ronaldo
final,
against Messi.
Oh yeah.
But I think that just as far as this game goes, for deciding who's going to win the group here for Portugal and Colombia, I think Colombia's good. I think they'll have a couple chances, but I think they'll fall short. I think we'll have our chances and we'll capitalize. I think that's just the difference.
Yep. So simple and easy, right? Yeah.
So and the thing is, Colombia is not the defensive, because they gave up a lot of chances to Congo. So I think we're the better defensive team. So I would say we would win that game 3-1.
3-1.
I think that's the score I would go with. I think we win the group.
We'll officially do the scoring tomorrow for those games.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep. France, Norway should be fun, even though I'm excited for that. I don't think it even matters for either side.
No, but it's still exciting to watch good European soccer.
So. Yeah, well, Erling Haaland versus Mbappe is fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Pride game is going to be hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
Seattle. Oh, it's hilarious. The reason why it's hilarious is like, great, have a Pride match. I love that. That's awesome.
It's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. But for them to be like, we're just going to decide now before the draw even happens on, hey, this day will be the Pride game, regardless of who plays in it. That was the dumbest idea by the Seattle organizers.
Yeah, and now it's such a bad look, given the two teams
playing in it. It's so bad. Yeah. It's going to be hilarious.
FIFA just invents new ways to. Well,
it's not just FIFA. It was our own committee. It was the Seattle committee. They're like, this will be the Pride match, without even knowing what the games were gonna be. They're just like, let's pick this day. Why? Just wait for the matches to get announced and then do one.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Seattle, we can be progressive, but let's be progressive and smart versus progressive and idiotic. That's simple. Yeah. I love that we're doing a Pride match, but those two teams.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. That's
so bad.
God, that's a powder keg.
Where's dodgeball when you need it? That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
I'm excited to watch it just to see like all the crazy Pride flags and the irony of Egypt and Iran.
What time did you say it was at? 9 o'clock?
It's no, it's 11 your time. It's the late window.
Yeah, I can't. I can only
Well, it's
imagine.
11 Eastern.
I can picture the high school history textbook scenes when they showed that when this ends up in a textbook 10 years from now, where
Of like you have the pride flags everywhere, and then these two teams are just walking out.
yeah. Yeah, or just even outside the match, you have the Egyptians and the Iranians coming to the match, and then you see like on the other side of like a picket fence, there's literally the LGBTQ community
no picket fence. It's
like
just
this.
together. We're just together. We don't do picket fences for this kind of stuff. For
I'm
sporting
just like
events.
I can see like my God, there better be extra security for that. There needs to be.
Well, I apologize for the volunteers because that's gonna be not a good one.
Wait, what happened?
I've said I apologize for the volunteers in my local area for that one.
Yeah, that's honestly if I volunteer for something like that and I see that that's the match, I'll be like, all right, you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys have fun.
Oh God, I'm just curious what's gonna happen. Like, are we cordial enough where we're gonna be okay? Are we gonna have dumbass fights? Like, what the hell's gonna happen? I have no idea.
I think you might get some pushback, but I don't think it'll be as bad as like it won't be like the New York Knicks winning the championship kind of riot. It won't be that.
No, but I'm just curious how that's gonna work. FIFA could have just stepped in and changed the date. Also,
that's what I'm saying.
There's a million different things they could have done.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's your committee that's just this, a bunch of dumbasses deciding that. But like, FIFA also has to know better. Like, step in here.
If anything, why not just make USA Australia the Pride match? Why wasn't that the Pride match? That would have been a great Pride match, honestly.
Yeah, I can.
That would have been pretty good. But no, Egypt and Iran, and we kept it. I'm just saying.
I wonder how many eyes that passed by before and nobody said, "Hey, this doesn't seem like a good idea now."
It passed by Infantino, and he was like, "It's fine."
Oh, FIFA! Oh,
like both the Egyptian and Iranian FAs were like, "Hey, can we not do this?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's fine. You guys just play your game."
Oh, that's weird.
So you're telling two hostile countries to shut up and dribble, basically.
I think
And you're just saying, all right, we're not gonna upset the Seattle committee. Why would it upset them? Just move the date.
I think we did the live stream on the wrong night, yo.
Oh no, man. Not. Oh my God.
I by the way, I'm also positive that there are people who bought tickets to that game just not knowing what the hell's going on. And so they walk up to the stadium. And
my God. I can't imagine going to that game and seeing it'd be sensory overload. I can't imagine going to that. Oh my God.
Imagine that being in my damn city tomorrow. My city's going to implode because of our organizing committee.
Yours implodes tomorrow. Mine implodes July 19th.
Yes.
So. Oh, no.
Such a bad idea. Even Fox didn't think the game was that interesting. They put it on FS1.
And people are going to tune in because of the obvious. Like, oh no. Oh,
what
no.
Again? My biggest problem with my FIFA, yeah, they should have stepped in. But also, again, I'm going to keep repeating this. My issue is if you want to do a Pride match, how about you wait until the damn draw gets completed first? Then you figure it out. It's that simple.
And the worst part is, like, it's the two worst teams you have playing that match.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been
any two countries in the planet.
And you know what? As of now, we got lucky that we're not getting USA Iran in the knockout stage.
Oh my God!
As of today,
I swear,
That
Like-
game would take knockout a little too literally.
If we get that game, or if we even have the threat of getting that game, FIFA's gonna rig one of those two teams'
I mean,
games to make sure that doesn't happen.
we had. I mean, the thing is, we played Iran in 22, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah, but
Like,
that was before.
That was
all
before the
stuff going on.
escalations, bro.
But we had if both of us finished second in our groups, that would have been the matchup, but it didn't happen. So,
Yeah, it literally.
or I think it
like
was one of
that
us
close.
first, one of us second, or something. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh god. Like, I think about that match literally, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going like, you literally couldn't have felt like it's just what a meme that is to have the two worst countries playing the pride match, like that.
It's just look, it's just all we're saying here, people, is that the optics of it are terrible.
That's
terrible.
all it's awful. But it's like, that's a South Park episode. Like, that's literally what that is. Like,
I am 100% for having a pride match. It's a great idea. It's something that is very, especially our soccer community here.
Yeah.
It's very LGBTQ friendly, as it should. It's like I'm like if you go to a Sounders match or a Rain match, or even when I went to the U.S. women's game a few months ago, yeah, there were pride flags. There was a pride section. You have pride flags and transgender flags. And it's like, that's awesome. So I'm glad that we decided to do it. It's great. But why that match?
Yeah, but it's like, you could have stepped in and literally just said, no, not these two teams.
No, we could have done USA Australia instead, and it would have been way better.
Yeah. Or hell.
Just the insistence to keep it on that day is what bothers me the most.
Oh, could you imagine? Like, I mean, I know that this wouldn't happen anyway, but could you imagine if the pride match like featured Scotland with how they're just drinking out bars everywhere, and literally just being like honestly, out of all the countries,
gonna be like a kilts joke or something.
Out of all the countries in this tournament, Scotland is the best one because of what they've done. Literally,
to every city they go into, they run out the bars.
Have you ever seen the anchovies SpongeBob episode?
I'm sure I have. I just can't remember it.
Where the anchovies, they everything that they it's a busload of anchovies, and they just destroy everything that they touch. Like, they just drill through it. Like, that's the anchovies are the Scottish people coming to the United States and drinking, literally closing down the bars and destroying the liquor cabinets.
Boston had one of the Boston bars had to get an emergency service of beer because they ran out.
It happened in New York City, I think, too.
It did.
I think it did. Like, or at least they came close.
As was Patrick sent me the other day. No Scotland, no party. So yeah,
I like Scotland.
My two favorite countries in terms of fans in this tournament are the Scottish people and Bosnia.
Because of the song.
I showed Shane the song and he was like perplexed. He was like, "This does not sound Bosnian." I'm like, "Yeah,
it's not supposed to.
It's not supposed to.
It's not a Bosnian folk song. It's a song about the World Cup."
Funny enough, the original version of the song was actually about like a Bosnian coming to America and trying to live the American dream. And they're like, screw it. We're going to make it a World Cup song instead. I mean, my favorite line in that song is saying, "I will assimilate." With everything that's going on in America, that was funny.
There is still a missed opportunity to have Germany's official song for the World Cup be Rammstein's "America" song, because that song is phenomenal. That song is, I mean, it's so not appropriate, but it's great, and Germany should have used it.
Well, guess what? You know what else isn't appropriate? Egypt and Iran doing a pride match.
Oh, God.
Pride match. Yeah.
We keep circling back to this.
I just can't believe it's happening tomorrow. Like, what is life?
It's like you're waking up. You're waking up.
It's happening today.
Yeah. You're waking up in the upside down tomorrow.
Oh,
So have
Jesus.
fun with that.
Groundhog Day. Yo, like they filed, like Egypt and Iran, both of their FAs filed formal complaints, and FIFA said no.
Oh my god! Basically, to make another SpongeBob reference, FIFA was like the magic conch. Can I have something to eat? No. Can I have something to eat? No.
No.
Can I have something to eat? No.
It would be
Like,
funny. It would be funny, and I don't think it's in his itinerary, but it'd be funny if Infantino's just in his booth in Seattle
oh
tomorrow for
god,
that game.
he can't be after all that. There's no way he could be.
I don't know his
Oh,
itinerary, but I wish I did. Infantino's worse than Sepp Blatter. That's the gist.
and we didn't think it could get worse.
And we
It
did think it could get worse than Sepp Blatter.
Brandon looks so stressed. Brandon looks so stressed, like he's gonna be the one on that pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, because
because I'm like I thought Portugal had it bad after drawing the Congo. There's nothing worse than that. Holy hell! Well, you guys are going to tomorrow.
I also love the fact that there was an actual person in the history of the world that was famous, and his name was Sepp Blatter.
Oh,
just thinking about that is amazing.
Yeah, so you end last night talking about bowels, and you end tonight talking about bladder. Great.
Well, it's a last name, so apparently. Also, why would your first name be Sepp?
It's not short branding, right?
No, it's just Sepp.
Oh, I thought you said Seth.
No, Sepp.
Oh, that's
Sepp
weird.
Blatter.
Is it short for like Giuseppe?
No, it's just Sepp. His name is just Sepp.
SEPP. Oh boy.
Yeah, SEP. He also looks like a dingus.
Okay, so apparently Sepp is actually his middle name.
What the hell is his first name's
His first name's Joseph.
His first name's Joseph, but he goes by Sepp.
So it is short then, because I can understand the correlation there.
No, his middle name is Sepp.
Oh, it's not even a nickname. His middle name is actually Sepp. Okay.
Yeah, his name is
what
Joseph.
The hell is Sepp?
His name is Joseph Sepp Blatter.
Oh God.
How do you have that first name, but the middle name is something just
at least I
think.
Family,
I guess maybe.
And apparently Joseph is actually, because he's from Switzerland, so apparently his name was actually at birth. That was actually Joseph.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because
I love that. I love that this guy got arrested and he had 3 spouses and 5 partners that went nowhere.
Are we surprised?
Do you remember the other congressman that got arrested? He got arrested.
Which one?
That's a narrow it down.
No, one of the FIFA congressmen. So he gets arrested, right? He goes to jail, and then he flies to like Jordan or some random ass country some random African country after being like let out of jail, and he just sings YMCA with a bunch of random people in a bar. And like hours after being arrested by the U.S. federal government, the FBI, and then there was this news story that they would have an extra World Cup in the US because of the whole thing. And he holds up this article. He basically bought TV time on this random country's TV channel to like talk about this. And he's holding up the article, and the article's from The Onion, and he thinks it's real.
Please tell me we can find that.
Yeah, I could send you the video.
Oh,
it's great. It's great. So if you thought FIFA officials were bad, they were idiots. They were always idiotic. Yeah, he's like, the FIFA 2025 or no, what was it? 2017, whatever. 2015 World Cup. They're adding an extra World Cup, and you can clearly see it says The Onion on the top right of the page. This guy straight up, like in the middle of Africa, finds a printer, prints it out, makes a video on national TV.
That gives a whole new meaning to loud and wrong.
Yeah.
Like, wow, man. Just wow. Like, if I was ever that idiotic, I would go into hiding after that and just never.
Well,
no one would ever
I haven't heard from him since.
Smart man. Very smart man. Because that's horrific.
Not as
Ugh.
terrific as a pride match with
Oh,
Iran
God.
and Egypt. Pray for me, guys. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. All right.
Yeah.
And with that, Scoop, lead us out. Thank you for letting
Yeah.
us do the watch along, by the way. I figured it would be
Yeah,
a fun
absolutely.
idea. So I appreciate you letting us do it because
So I'm glad that
it took some convincing.
Yeah, I'm good. Not really.
Not
but-
really. I thought it did because I messaged you guys about it a week ago and I didn't get any response.
I didn't even see it. So
Yeah, it was also, you sent also that in a string of like 8 messages. So I was also responding to
that's
like,
why I didn't
Oh,
see it.
that's probably why. Yeah.
anyway, but again, disappointing to not come away with the win, but as Rob said, in a much more well-founded way than I could.
Didn't care about the result in the
yeah.
first place.
Yeah, a lot of reason to just kind of start tomorrow and looking forward. But with that, a lot of what I said we would cover, we didn't. But that's just stuff we'll add on to next week.
Excuse me. Wednesday, when we do the show, it's going to be right after USA Bosnia, so we'll get to yell about that match on Wednesday.
Cool. But until then, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll be back on July 1st. I almost said June 31st, which does not exist.
Yeah, July 1st. Oh my God, it's July, boys.
We'll be back on July 1st on Wednesday, and we'll get into some of what we talked about, what I had mentioned at the very beginning. We'll talk a little. We'll get a little more into the. We didn't talk about the LaMelo deal. We'll talk about that. We
should give that a full.
Because I know we talked a little bit about Giannis yesterday, but LaMelo.
I was pretty happy with the LaMelo thing. I was just surprised it was Nas. But
so we'll get into all that because I've got my own opinions on that matter, but
we're gonna get more big trades in the next week too, so it'd be nice to have like a full round.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, full. I mean, I think we if we didn't have this live stream tonight, I honestly think we could have packed a good amount of this show with just NBA already as it is. But anyway, with that being said, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next month on July 1st. And until then, same scoop time, same scoop channel. My guys, Brandon, Rob, and Scoop